Hello and welcome to Narc Victim Anonymous. I have been a victim of narcissistic abuse for about 22 plus years. Now, please don't think of this channel as a joke because of the name of the channel, because I have disguised my voice, or because I do not show my face. This is real for me, and it's still affecting every inch of my life to this day. I just wanted to come on here and share my experiences. Hopefully, others can relate to some of the stories or some of my experiences that I do share. This is not scripted at all. This is still raw for me. There are many channels out there that talk about narcissism and narcissistic people. This channel is basically about my experience. This for me is really therapy because there's no way I can say this and show my face, only because I'm really just still in disbelief and embarrassed and trying to get through this. So today's episode, we are going to talk about the fictional characters. That's what the narcissist is. They are fictional characters. That's what they pretend to be. As far as the good side of it, and then of course we see the bad side of it. So to me, they are fictional characters because we all know we have good fiction. In fictional characters, we have the good ones and we have the bad ones. Okay, so after you have been just so weak with tears, you're just down. You don't think you'll ever find another person ever in life, you know. So what do? We grab that remote and we start watching TV. Some of us may listen to songs that relate to your relationship, or hopefully that will revive that relationship. So we start watching movies. And where we mess up at is we look at those movies and then we look at our relationship. We look at the movie and then we see our relationship in that movie. Now, our relationship doesn't follow the movie to a T, but you get what I'm saying. Boy meets girl, boy falls in love with girl, boy falls out with girl, or girl falls out with boy. Girl and boy or boy seek other relationships. Doesn't work. Boy and girl come back together. And they live happily ever after. Us ladies look at ourselves as a Cinderella, or maybe we look at the Notebook. You know, we grow old. We grow old with our mate because, that's the story that we were told anyway. We're going to be forever together and just grow old together. And we think those movies, it can happen because it happens, we know that they're movies. Okay, don't get me wrong. We know that they're movies and we know there's actors playing the part. But in our mind, we're like, okay, well, they get the role from somewhere. Relationships do happen like that. I mean, I know people who have had relationships like that. And again, when we look at those relationships, we're still looking on the outside. We have no idea what's going on in that relationship that we are looking up to or looking at. So let's start by getting our head out of the clouds and stop looking at those movies. I'm guilty of it myself. When me and my narc went through it several times over the 22 years, you can imagine. And let me tell you, I watched those movies and I'm like, oh, he's going to come back and it's going to be like this and it's going to be beautiful. And guess what? When they discard you and they come back, It is that beautiful. It is just as beautiful as that movie. All the right things were said, the actual um atmosphere, everything was everything was perfect. Just like on The Bachelor, how everything is set up to be perfect. I don't watch The Bachelor, but I know about it because I refuse to watch that crap. But back to what I'm saying is everything is designed to be a perfect setting. It's perfect. And so that's what we believe in. I know I did. And guess what? I believed it several times over 22 years. And nothing changed. You guys, I share this with you only because I do not want you to go 22 years with this. That's 22 years out of your life that was a lie and that was a joke. I don't even want you to endure 6 months of it, let alone a year, 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, 15. That's the reason why I share this story. It's my therapy, and I hope it will help you guys. Do not be like me. Do not stay in that 22 years. Stop looking at those movies thinking it's going to happen. Stop listening to that song thinking it's going to happen. Stop looking at other couples, especially celebrities, thinking it's going to happen and it's going to come back and just be beautiful, because it's not. And if you have gone through this before, history tells you it's not. But you know where my fault was? I always said, okay, this time is going to be different. Oh no, this time is going to be different. And I always felt it was going to be different. You know why? Because I was holding on, hoping it would be different. And it never was. But each and every time it was portrayed to me and presented to me, oh, like it's going to be different. And it never was different. So I start to think, okay, who is that to blame? Is that me or the narc? What do you think?